Latest on the story. This, of course, is what we have been waiting for this morning. The president was scheduled to be here at 9:50. As Judge mentioned, he was here pretty much right on the nose. That plane came to a stop at 9:50, and we're expecting to see him at any moment.
We're told Brian Williams, Lester Holt are also here from NBC National News for a special Dateline from Tuscaloosa. That we are tonight at 8 o'clock. Again, more national coverage just to give you an idea. Of course, we know how important and how devastating this news is, but anytime the national media comes and sets up in your town, it gives the rest of the nation an idea of how severe and how bad those storms were. The latest death toll just released as well. 213 now confirmed deaths in Alabama. The total 300 deaths, 1,700 people injured overall, and again, it's affected 31 of Alabama's 67 counties were hit by tornadoes in storms. So a devastating day, and the president now will get to see firsthand, and probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest hit area, was the city of Tuscaloosa.
So many businesses, so many homes leveled there. Josh showed us where there was a business standing there 1 minute, and a few minutes later after that storm came through, nothing. It was reduced to rubble, and in some instances, there's not even rubble there. There's a concrete slab left, and that is it for a lot of these people. We heard from Mayor Maddox, who he was choking back tears a lot of times, because in a tight-knit community like that, I'm sure he knew some of these people, and he's heard from some of their relatives and family members, and so many people were concerned as they have students who attend the University of Alabama. They're wondering how their children were doing and how their friends and family were doing, and still some of them even now aren't sure what they're going to do from day to day. We had a lady out in the lobby of WSFA 12 News here yesterday with a student at Alabama A&M up in Huntsville, wondering how her child is going to eat, where he's going to get food, when the electricity will be back on. So these are real concerns that will continue not only throughout the day today, but over the next few days and for the next few weeks. And that is why we're here talking about this story and trying to give you every avenue we can to help out in this situation.
And there's a county-by-county breakdown of the fatalities in Alabama so far, and sadly the number continues to grow. But what we can tell you is that Tuscaloosa right now has the most fatalities. The number's up to 39 overall. DeKalb County in North Alabama with 32 deaths. So that's two different cities in our state with more than 30 deaths, and you know, one is horrible, and it's all over the state. We're talking about 17 different counties with reported fatalities, and more than that, a whole bunch, 30+ counties with severe storm damage. And President Barack Obama will see firsthand, in NBC National News, we've learned as well, Brian Williams, Lester Holt, they will be here for a special edition of Dateline. It will be live from Tuscaloosa tonight as they get a firsthand look at some of the stories as well. And you talked about people being affected. Anytime you mention Tuscaloosa, you think about the University of Alabama. That's where it is. One of the team's football players, not a guy who's a household name. His name is Carson Tinker. He's a long snapper who hikes the ball to the punter and the kicker. He was injured, his girlfriend killed in the storm, and she is from Dallas, set to graduate in May. So she was less than a month away from graduation.
And now that you mentioned graduation, of course, finals have been canceled there at the University of Alabama, along with classes. So that means those kids who had looked forward to graduation next week will have to put that off for a few months until about August, I believe. They have to wait until then. But of course, putting all that in perspective, they're just glad to be alive today. There is President Barack Obama stepping off of Air Force One with First Lady Michelle Obama as they're just arriving at Tuscaloosa Airport.
There he is.
As they get ready to head off.
Walking hand in hand
talking
with First Lady.
to Spencer Bacchus, our senator there, waiting for them, and that is Robert Bentley greeting them. As soon as they stepped off that last step, he was right there to greet them, and I'm sure very happy to see President Barack Obama and the First Lady there as they're bringing national attention to Alabama, and hopefully a lot of federal aid that is so desperately needed right now as people try to rebuild their lives from nothing. Their businesses, their homes, their livelihoods all changed in a matter of minutes as those tornadoes came through on Wednesday.
Senator Richard Shelby, Jeff Sessions also there as well, shaking the president's hand. And again, his schedule, it will be a tight one. That's Walt Maddox, Tuscaloosa mayor, right to the right of Governor Robert Bentley right there, kind of being blocked a little bit, but he is talking with the president and First Lady. President touched down right on time. They said 9:50. It was 9:50 on the dot when the plane stopped and the doors opened up, and the First family will be here for about 2 hours today. In about 45 minutes after meeting with the press for a little bit at the airport, the President and First Lady will get a chance to go out and view some of the damage. Remember, Robert Bentley, the governor, is a Tuscaloosa native. That's where his business is as well. So very, very emotional for him as well. They will tour the city of Tuscaloosa. There will be a group of media members and cameras out with them, so we will have more on that later on in the day. Then it's back to the Tuscaloosa Regional Airport at 11:45, where the First family will take off and leave. Now, we're told that daughter Sasha and Malia are here. We don't see them yet, but they might still be on the plane.
They might still be there, but this is where they're doing a lot of the pomp and circumstance, where they come out and they greet everybody and have a chance to talk to so many people. Again, the first person they saw when they stepped off that last step was our leader.